Hey everybody, Charles Mitchell Jr. here. Everybody at Burgundy knows me as Mitch. We're going to go over some djembe technique. We're going to learn some different beats, rhythms, and patterns, and in particular one melody we're going to learn, one of the main melodies that we use on the drums. All right, let's review our lesson from last week. Let's go over the different techniques that we used in beats and patterns. On the djembe sounds: palm, tone, and slap. Left hand, palm, tone, slap. Right hand, palm, tone, slap, palm, tone, slap. And I'm counting to 3 to do this. This is a 3 beat, making sure that I get the quality 3 sounds out of each hand. Tone, slap, palm, tone, slap. Outstanding, okay? Now you've established those 3 quality sounds out of the djembe. Those are the major sounds that we use on the djembe. And we're going to create the 2 main patterns that I showed you at the very beginning. The first one, palm, palm, tone, tone, slap, slap, slap. Palm, palm, tone, tone, slap, slap, slap. We're alternating hands. Right, left, right, left, right, left. And we're going to count 8th notes in this fashion. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 4. I call this pattern number 1. I'll do it one more time and stop. I can play that faster if I wish. Here's what it sounds like a little faster. That's pattern number 1. We've been over this just as a quick review. Pattern number 2, I call Congo Square, the place in New Orleans, the only place in our country for decades that people of color could go and play the beats and rhythms and patterns from their native countries. In Congo Square, only on Sundays. It was the only place in America that was allowed to happen. And because of that, we have the beats and rhythms and patterns in our music today, in rhythm and blues, rock and roll, in particular jazz. Okay? So, pattern number 2, I call Congo Square, and it's palm, open, open, palm, palm, slap. Palm, open, open, palm, palm, slap. Palm, open, open, palm, palm, slap. And if I count, we count it like this: quarter note, 16th notes, 8th notes, quarter note. 1, 2 E and a 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 E and a 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 E and a 3 and 4 and 2 E and a 3 and 4. That pattern a little bit quicker. 1, 2, 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1, 2 and 4 and 1 and 2. Palm, open, palm, palm, slap. Excellent. Okay. Those are the first 2 patterns that you learned in my class. We went over those last week as well. Okay? Now, what we're going to try to do is, you have been following my lessons or you've been in my class. You have had the ability to play the 8th note exercise, at least understand it. Right? So if I count 8th notes and I clap on 1, then I clap on the and after 2, and then beat 4. I'll have created what we call New Orleans clave. New Orleans clave is 1, the and after 2, and beat 4. It's used commonly all the time. I'm going to clap it with my hands, and then I'm going to transfer that from my hands to our djembe. Okay? I'm going to count 8th notes with my mouth, and I'm going to clap on 1, the and after 2, and beat 4. As I continue to clap, I'll count the 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. If I clap that faster, it sounds like this. Kind of creates its own pattern or own melody or groove. Again, this is called New Orleans clave. It was coined, that name, by the great Wynton Marsalis. All right? That's where I got the name from, so if it's good enough for Witten, it's good enough for me. This is New Orleans clave. Again, you clap on 1, the and after 2, and beat 4 as you count eighth notes. I'll count eighth notes first again, and then I'll clap New Orleans clave with my hands. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. 1 and 2 and 4. I'll count quicker and I'll clap quicker. Here's the same melody faster. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. New Orleans clave with my hands. 1, the and after 2, and beat 4. I'm going to take that melody and I'm going to transfer it to my djembe. We start off by playing all the eighth notes with the open, on the open sound, but I'm going to play beat 1 on the palm. Okay? Beat 1. All the eighth notes except for beat 1 on the palm. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and ready and stop. Now I'm going to play beat 4 on the palm. All right? This is an exercise on how to develop New Orleans clave, one of the main melodies that we use on the drums, transferring it from our hands and our mouth to the djembe. I'm going to play beat 4. All the open sounds except for beat 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. 4, 1 and 2 and 3. 4, 1 and 2 and 3. 4, 1 and 2 and 3. Excellent. Now, I want you to play beats 1 and beats 4 with your right hand if you're right-handed. If you're left-handed, you'll be doing with your left-handed, leading with your left if you're left-handed. Lead with your right if you're right-handed. I'm right-handed, so I'm leading with my right. I'm going to play beats 1 and 4 on the palm. All right, all the other beats are going to be open. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. All right. Now, the hard part. The and after 2 comes in with the left hand, naturally. My left hand, if you're right-handed. If you're left-handed, it's kind of going to come in with your right, all right? So, watch, observe. I'm going to leave all the beats out except for the and after 2 on the palm now. All the beats are going to be on the open sound with the and after 2 with the left hand, my left hand on the palm. Observe. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. All right? Now, the hard part. 1 and 4 with the right hand, the and after 2 with the left. My left, the opposite hand. All right? Looks and sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. I'm bringing New Orleans clave melody out of the palm. All the other beats are open. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 3 and 4. If I do that a little faster, you can hear what it sounds like that way. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. New Orleans clave on the djembe. Now, the musicians down in New Orleans, the drummers down in New Orleans, they accent beat 4. Kind of gives it a little bit of a spice to it, okay? Accenting beat 4. Same rhythm, accenting beat 4. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1. I'll speed this up. That is New Orleans clave on the djembe, bringing it out of the palm sound on the djembe. Give that a try. See if you like it. You should have some fun with it. All right, everybody. Be safe. Be well. Enjoy. Thank you.